kung fu fighting it, and they're also selling Godzilla.
Okay.
We're talking about Godzilla films. Sorry. We started talking about Gigan, the teleporting laser pulsar chicken, and then, yeah.
It's steamrolled.
Steamrolled. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I realized I said 6 o'clock, didn't I? I meant 4 for y'all.
No, I mean, we got it.
I got back with a couple minutes to spare after moving over all my stuff, so. And then I was distracted by a cat.
Cats are very distracting.
I have 2.
Okay. Is there anything anybody would like to add or talk about, or are y'all going to introduce yourselves to each other? Or anything?
Probably should introduce ourselves to each other.
Because what you got?
We kind of like said some stuff, but like yeah, we haven't really like given names.
Yeah, the only person who seemed to know your names was Sir, and he gave you basically the plot hook. That's all that's happened so far. John is currently leaving the residence, I guess.
John is waiting to get this whole thing started because like the sooner done, the sooner we don't have to be here anymore.
Oh, you're gonna be here for a very long time. That is true.
I just read a comment about kobolds fighting over moss.
Oh. Yeah.
They're arguing how to sort it. By taste or color.
That's weird.
Oh no. Of course, kobolds might rate moss by taste. Oh.
Well, yeah.
Kobolds are funny. There needs to be like a subreddit dedicated to kobold jokes.
Kobolds are great. I like kobolds.
Nobody's gonna ask any other questions or anything for.
Well, I mean, Constantine's already got a list of people he could possibly ask or check. So,
Oh, let me double check on that real quick. Oh yes, go ahead. Your Destiny's Plaything. Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll me 2d6. Let me see what modifier you would. What modifier? Yes. Okay, so what'd you roll? Yes, but this is the first time y'all are playing with me, so I don't want y'all to struggle too hard. Does anybody else have anything they roll pre-mystery? No.
Not really.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yes, go ahead and take a notch on experience. I would prefer you wait till the end of the session. Okay. Okay, so. One second. Based on his roll, I am gonna add something here. So as you guys I'm assuming you're all headed towards the door to leave. Is that a good assumption, or are y'all still seated?
Yeah.
Sir's gonna glance at you with his weird eyes again. I'll offer you guys a hint since you're new to the area. You might want to talk to Edwards. He was a former hunter. He knows the area. Might be of use. He's gonna shrug his shoulders a little bit, but it's up to you guys.
Any idea where we can find this guy?
Edwards is the butler.
Oh.
Mr. McSlime.
Oh. Great. Well, technically, right now, he is the closest. So, do we leave the mansion and head for, like, the police office and ask the sheriff? Or are we gonna try and manage to talk the butler into this shit?
Well, I mean, wouldn't hurt to ask. But it's up to you. It's totally up to you guys.
We are closest right now. So, if we were gonna ask him, now's the time. So, yeah, alright, I guess we'll, try and figure out how to find Edwards in the mansion.
I'm gonna make it really simple for you guys.
Okay.
He went through the one door that's off this fake living room, essentially. There's only one door besides the door you entered in this room. So he went through that door.
Alright.
So he's there, guys. You gonna knock or are you just gonna come through?
Yeah, probably knock.
Okay. Edward swings open the door, looks sort of annoyed, has a cup of tea in hand. What do you want?
We got some missing persons case that we gotta be dealing with.
Uh-huh.
You can help us with that.
Takes a sip of his tea, thinks a minute. Well, back in my day, when you wanted information, you went to Sal's. Maybe you can help. Is there anything else?
So no idea on where any of this might have started, like...
Well, I told you. You gotta talk to Sal.
Alright, fine. No hints from you yet.
Guys, that was a hint.
Well, I guess not really much of a hint.
Okay.
It's a lead. Not
Okay.
There is a difference.
Okay, I will, in character, help you. Hold on a second.
So, Sal is the guy who does know what we need to be talking about.
He's gonna take another sip from his cup. Yeah. You want information, you go to Salty Sal's. He knows.
Okay.
Do you need me to mark that on your map? Since you little newbies don't know anything?
It's a small town. I'm pretty sure we can find a way around.
Well, hopefully. He's just going to reach into a pocket, dust off a folded up piece of paper, and shove it at you. Here's to not getting lost. And he just slams the door in your face.
We'll open up the map and take a look at it.
Yep. There's your map.
Apparently it's effectively straight east from the mansion, but there's no road that goes straight there. You gotta take a loop around through the city.
Yep.
Or the town. Alright.
Let's go.
Might as well. We got a ride.
Oh, that reminds me. Sarah's gonna dig into another pocket, pull out a set of keys. So, one of you guys can drive, right? I don't even want to know. And he's just gonna toss the set of keys towards Luke.
Just as you were thinking, like, technically I don't have a license, but I don't think it counts just to say I have experience.
Sir would not care either way. He just hopes that you can figure out.
He only asked if we knew how to drive.
Yeah.
Not if we legally could.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He has tossed you a set of keys. Whoever wants to catch them, they're fair game.
I'll try and catch him.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume you catch them. Y'all are hunters. You should be able to catch a set of keys.
Caleb has the keys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm driving.
It's out back. Try, really try, to not wreck the vehicle. That's all I ask.
Promises.
Well, you're not the one driving, so you don't have to make promises.
Yes, but you'd be surprised what Constantine can do.
John's just gonna shrug and say, "Might as well get a move on. He's not gonna wait for time. Won't wait for us forever."
Off we go.
Off we go into the wild blue.
Soaring high into the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really to it. You find basically a black Jeep Wrangler sitting out there, ready to go. It's kind of worn, not the fanciest vehicle, but hey, it's a vehicle. Has an old set of government plates on it, but seems sturdy enough, ready to go.
Alright. So, I mean, at least it'll fit in around here.
The vibe of the place really is a little run down.
Hop in and start up the car. Let's go.
Okay, you guys are in the vehicle and you can go anywhere you want.
Well, said find salty cows.
Yup. And this casino is in the to the east of us, but in the most mid-north part of town. So we'll have to drive through town and then head north.
Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry.
I'm just looking at the map, considering. Because Sal's is done with. What I don't know is if it matters how long the road is. Like, does it matter how long we take to get there? Probably not, but, you know, as if it's sorry. So I'm like trying to kind of plan a route just in case. Because I figure we want to get there sooner rather than later.
Oh yeah. Well. Oh, my diggings around earlier, I stumbled across a Metroidvania style Zelda game on GameJolt.
Huh.
I haven't tried it yet, but you know, I'll try any Metroidvania game at least once. No. Bear in mind, I don't have money at the moment. This is all free stuff I picked up. I did find a fan-made Dragon Ball Z turn-based RPG yesterday, which surprisingly there's not that many of those.
Typically because Dragon Ball Z is very fast paced with its combat, and most tabletops
That's
tend to
very
be
true.
rather slow paced for its combat. It's not always a good match because it's kind of difficult to get the fast paced action, but it is fairly possible to with certain styles of RPG. It just depends on how the rules work. The more of a combat flow you can have in the game, the easier it is to just make it go really quickly and feel dynamic.
I mean, in this case, it has the option to do turn-based or the active time battle thing that Final Fantasy do.
Right.
I have found a tabletop RPG for it, and fortunately, I have one to try everything at this point in
Sorry guys, I smelt our dinner burning. And I guess my husband went out to walk the dog.
No worries.
I mean, fire is a good reason to stop the game.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, that really smells like it's really cooking in there. Okay.
It smells like burning.
Yeah.
I'm in danger.
Okay, guys, so you're all gonna introduce yourselves as you're driving. What's the plan?
Well,
Yeah.
what's to go first?
Name's Constantine. If you haven't heard of me, well, you're one in a million. Let's call it that. He's not going to tell you if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet.
What about you, Mr.
It's
Technical?
technically true.
Alright then. Caleb.
You guys crack me up. That was the most awkward introduction.
Like, we don't really know each other that well. We don't really know each other that well, so it's sort of like a random gathering kind of thing.
Yeah.
We met. I can flip a truck. What about you?
I know how to keep myself from being in danger. And how to solve problems. It's just that a lot of people don't like the way I solve my problems.
That can mean anything from good in a fight to running the fuck away. I mean, I can just do this, and he just shoves his hand up through the ceiling of the truck. It's not like punching a hole, it's just incorporeal.
To do that, hon, you need to go ahead and roll me 2d6s, please.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
What do I add to that?
For that. No.
No. Sorry.
Weird.
Dignity? I don't know. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I would just do weird. It doesn't specify.
Absolutely.
So you okay? Yeah, you do it. No problem.
Walls mean shit to me. Although I can't go through living people without leaving a hole. I mean, I've punched a hole through a werewolf before. No.
And to at least wash yourself afterwards, mate. You don't want to pick up anything nasty from being in one of them.
I don't really have to worry about diseases too much since I'm not exactly human myself.
I'm just saying. They got more than just rabies.
Well, I'm pretty sure this wasn't rabid, so I hope not.
Like you said, there's more than just rabies. I'm saying besides rabies. Anyways,
Also, seems since I lingered. Anyways, we drive to head towards the salty
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 Dan.
salty dam.
Salty cells.
Who you calling peanuts?
So, on your way through.
Salty Sal.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, on your way, on your way to Salty Sal's, you kind of drive through the town, and you still are just getting that reinforced feeling of this place is run down. Like, some places are trying to keep it, but you can tell, like, time is starting to take an effect on the town. And as you get closer to Sal's, time seems to have taken an even greater toll on the town. You'll start noticing abandoned cars. Some of them are old and rusted, like they've been there for a while, and oddly enough, some are newer and just seem to have been abandoned. As you pull up to the building, let me pull up my other thing here. You'll notice a rather big, large, old casino that kind of has like a sort of Western motif to it. But oddly enough, it seems to be condemned. There's caution tape over the doors. There's graffiti, on the side of the building covering up the large kind of Western style murals painted on the sides. It's kind of run down. And oddly also, as you get closer to it, its parking lot has cars.
What does the graffiti say? Like anything specific or just like nonsense?
Not really anything you would know, like some weird nonsense, maybe like over...
Is this like writing graffiti? Like some sort of message they want to tag this with, or is it just like, people spraying shit?
It's just a lot of random...
Graffiti. There are two kinds of graffiti.
It has so much graffiti, unless you're like really looking for a specific message, and which you would have to roll for. You don't really notice anything. It would look like anything normally see, like
nothing obviously, okay.
At this point.
Might as well ask, because like that is the detail to consider. Like, if it's run down, did something happen to it to make it run down, or did it just get old?
It just appears to be old and condemned.
All right.
I will. There is some notes of tagging on the building, but nothing that says like murder house or anything creepy or anything like that.
Yeah. Or anything particularly nasty about the guy who works, about the people who work there.
Nothing particularly nasty. You can go ahead and roll 2d6s though.
Alright.
Everybody, go ahead and roll me 2d6s, please, with no modifier. Mm-hmm.
6. Would this count as possibly? Oh, would this count as possibly getting experience or not?
No, this is just for roleplay purposes.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have y'all roll just to see what I can tell you and what I can't. Yeah.
We almost got 3 6s. Damn, that was funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, it just looks like a bunch of gibberish to you guys. You don't really notice anything that sticks out. Just that this old, kind of Western style casinos here, big old signs that used to at one point to be lit up said Salty Sal's.
So it's like this thing got old and condemned.
Uh-huh.
Like it wasn't like condemned because like of any particular issue with it. It wasn't like
you wouldn't know that.
We want this casino destroyed. It was more just like it got old and people stopped coming to it.
As far as you can tell, that one day the doors just closed.
Yeah, it's just like not like there was any purpose for it to be stopped other than just it got old. 'Cause, like,
Basically.
you can, if something is haunted or in some fashion, creepy or weird, you want to look on the outside to see, like, is there indication that it might have been hostile related?
It doesn't look like anybody shot up the place or fire or it caught on fire. Nothing like that. Nothing.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, it's just an old building. If you want to do anything deeper than that, you're gonna have to do some moves to determine.
Yeah. No, it's mostly like if there's graffiti on it, check see if the graffiti has any obvious hate speech in it. Like, why the graffiti might be there. No, it's just tagging. Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, as far as y'all can tell, because you rolled pretty low, you can't tell.
But like, if it's not obvious, then it wasn't part of like a riot or anything. It's just graffiti.
Just graffiti.
Well, clearly there was no riot. Do you see any folding chairs anywhere?
Yep. Oh boy. Isn't it funny how we're making riot jokes now?
Yeah. So.
Just like we used to make bonfire jokes and earthquake jokes. Oh man, riots are just natural disasters.
In the parking lot, it's not quite full, but for an abandoned place, you do realize, like, there's a lot of cars here. And they're all in various stages of basically rotting away in decay. Some are newer. Some look like they could have been, like, parked there a week, maybe. Others look like they've been parked there for years. And are just, like, rusted out husks of a car.
So the ones that are new are the interesting ones.
Just walk up and stop and you can fit so many hobos.
So you've reached the parking lot. Other than the fact that there's cars there doesn't really seem to be anything else of interest. Just this kind of creepy old casino, and that's about it. Okay,
I want to ask one question. Are you specifically asking for, can we prove if there was magic involved here? Is that what you want to know, or do you want to...
You will not be able to tell that. I will tell you that right now from the outdoors. You won't be able to tell that. If you want to roll... that you want to read a bad situation, I'll let you do that.
So, like,
roll.
Tell exactly, like you might be able to get insight on, like, just how bad of an old...
So, yeah, it has to do with sharp, so add your sharp modifier to 2d6s. No, not at all. You would go ahead and get an experience for that. And as far as you know, big building is closed. That's it. That's very spooky. Okay, so that was Luke's action. What is Caleb gonna do?
That's a good question. I might try to do the same. Maybe I can investigate. Like look around, see if I can notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So that would also be a
2d6s and your sharp modifier.
It's a building.
You can go ahead and take an experience for that. And yeah, it's an old building.
This building is made of brick. Would I have to demonstrate?
Yep. It's an old building. Okay, so John, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna hold up the lens to first of all, just the casino in general, and see if it's got like any kind of magical aura to it. Like,
okay,
is there anything residual that might even still be remaining here at all, or is it just whatever happened here has already happened and moved on?
Go ahead and roll 2d6s for me. Add your sharp modifier. Oh, I'm sorry.
Knowledge?
Weird for the lens. I forgot.
Yeah, occult knowledge is weird stuff. Yeah, spellcaster specific.
Okay.
Hmm.
Weird.
So you start looking at the building through the lens. So far, everything seems to be rather normal, but then when you go over the locked doors, it's weird. You're not really 100% sure what it is, but there is definitely something magical tied to the doors of the building. They seem to kind of shimmer, kind of glow. Not like in a bad way, but kind of almost nice. It's an odd thought to cross your mind.
Just like a regular old charm of some sort. Alright. But not the windows.
Not the windows, just the doors.
Kaz is going to take the lens off and slip it back into his coat pocket. I think we have a way of getting in here if we don't want to enter through a door. But I don't know if they want us, climbing in through a window. Because apparently there's someone here we're supposed to be talking to, but I don't. Honestly, if I was going to be worth talking to, I would be sitting around a place like this. This is a dump.
I mean, at the same time, who would think to live here?
Fair point. At least it would make a decent hideout. Anyways, windows are free open if we want to, take a more stealthy approach. Feel free to open the door, but I don't know what that's going to trigger. But apparently he only charmed the doors.
Did he?
I could try just peeking in through the wall.
Go ahead, mate.
Go ahead and roll your 2d8 with for you. I think it's with. I'm sorry, 2d6. With plus your weird.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
Right.
So Caleb walks up to the building, sticks his hand through the building, and he suddenly feels a very nice sensation come over him. Like soothing and comfortable and relaxing. It just feels so nice that even when he pulls his hand back out of the wall, he still kind of wants to go back in there.
That's fucking weird.
Does Caleb share any of this with the class?
Absolutely. So, shove my hand in.
What was it like?
I want to go back.
Oh, that's not a good sign. No wonder this casino is so wrong. Everyone's staying inside.
Has John walked close to the doors?
No, but he could probably gather that considering it's a casino, and casinos are all about wanting to keep people inside, and if someone sticks their hand inside and immediately wants to go back into the casino for no given reason, you can assume that it's because the casino wants to keep you inside the casino.
Okay, but
Not a leap in logic.
no, I understand that. But my question is, where is John standing right now?
He's like standing still like beside the car. Like Caleb went up and touched it, but like John's just like eyeballing this thing. He's not getting close to it until he knows what's what.
Okay.
And right now he's got the idea of if we go in there, we won't want to leave. That's why this place is all crusty and shit, because no one came out of it to get their shit, and they have no idea how long they've been in there.
Who knows?
That's exactly how real casinos work.
Okay, Luke, what are you gonna do?
Luke, you okay? He's muted.
Maybe he forgot to unmute. Then again, he did say he was going to be a little loopy because of his pants. So.
Oh, there you are. We're deciding on what to do about this very rundown casino, and the reason why it is rundown is because we now know that once you put yourself into the casino in some fashion, you get the undesirable urge to be in the casino. And
Well, that's not what I said.
Well, you said, well, effectively. It felt calming. It felt relaxing.
It felt
You wanted
nice.
to go back.
Yes.
It felt nice, which is exactly what the casino wants you to feel, because then you won't want to leave because it feels nice.
In theory.
Yeah, in
In
theory.
theory. Allegedly.
I'm just like, I'm not saying that you can't resist it. I'm just saying like, you should be aware. You keep your wits about you. Like, just walking into this place in general will be like, you know, an
Weird.
experience. Yeah, like you will probably need to make a fortitude check as soon as you enter this building. TLDR.
Maybe.
Because like you probably want to do something to prepare yourself to resist the charming effect that is obviously on this place. Well, no.
I can handle myself. Well then, let's go. Oh, I'm sure that is.
Go ahead, mate. If you feel like you can handle it.
You, is everyone going to at least walk closer to the building with Luke, or?
I'm staying like
Yeah.
I'm staying like 10 steps behind him, but I'm close. Just like
Okay.
10 steps behind him.
You walk up to the doors, and as far as you can tell, they're normal casino doors that just happen to be chained with a very big, thick chain and an old, large lock. Also, you will note as you walk closer, Constantine specifically will feel an item in his pocket start to vibrate very slightly.
John's gonna back away from the doors as however distant he is. He's gonna increase that distance and check to see what it might have been in his pocket that was reacting.
When you reach in your pocket to see what was reacting, oddly enough, it was your key.
The heck does the House of Mysteries want with this place?
I don't know why to find out. Let's go.
So what are you going to do, John?
It could be bad to keep it on me. Because we don't know what the vibrating is going to be doing.
That's true. But as far as you can tell, it only starts vibrating harder the closer you get to the building, and as you back off, it lessens. Yes, of course.
One of my class traits is forensic divination. It says that when I successfully investigate a mystery, I can ask what magic was done here as a free extra question. What constitutes as successfully investigating a mystery? And would that allow me to be like, so is this trying to ban me from using the key in here? Is it going to harm me? Like, what kind of magic would be used, and how would I?
Okay, so maybe I could be misinterpreting this, but this is what my understanding is. So, like, if you were investigating a mystery, and so basically you would ask a question, and you would roll for success. If you asked me a question and rolled for success on that, then you could ask another question without the roll, and I would have to answer it truthfully.
All right, I think that's what it means.
So that's what I'm interpreting it as.
Right, that makes sense.
So
let's see.
if you're going to ask a question, then you have to roll.
Right.
Okay.
And because, you know, it's dealing with magic stuff, I can use my beard instead of my sharp if I so choose.
Yes.
So let's see. Because occult knowledge. Okay. consider the right question to ask. That is the most important part about being an investigator. Knowing the right question to ask.
So we also still got Luke, who's still mid-action also. So is he going to do anything? He's just, at this point, all he's seen is you back off.
Right.
And make the comment about the key.
Yeah.
So is Caleb or Luke going to respond?
What's got you in a tizzy?
The key doesn't. This key started shaking a lot when I started approaching the doors. I don't think the House of Mysteries is going to like me bringing the keys in there. But I don't know what's going to happen if I do. And I'm certainly not leaving without them. I'm just trying to guess what's going to happen.
Something bad, probably?
Yeah,
Maybe.
kind of bad.
I don't know, man. Why don't you find out? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's what I'm trying. And so I guess the first thing I try to guess would be, what did the vibration, like it vibrated, but what did the vibration feel like?
Okay, hold on one second. Let me answer his question real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. So in John's character sheet, he has items and gear he's allowed to bring. He, coinciding with his backstory, he has some magical items his character already have, which any of y'all could have. You just got to put them in there, and I'll approve them or not approve them. I approved his. They have limited usage. He happens to have a key that essentially brings a sort of, I want to call it sort of like a pocket dimension, but it's a house.
Yeah, it's the House of Mystery. It's the key that summons the House of Mystery, and it's like, it's a warded rest area, it's the whole mansion, it's got all of the stuff, but there are some restrictions to it that I specifically put in, which is, one of them is, I can't just have it float in midair, I need to have enough actual ground area available to summon a mansion of its size. It has to be outdoors, which is what I'm thinking of. If it's going inside a magically enchanted building, it might not be liking it has to be used outdoors. And also because of backstory, if I just grab any of my myriad of relics from the House of Mysteries and
He will be
not
punished.
to use it, I will get punished further, and I'm already here, so I don't know what could be worse. So it's like, that's how I'm balancing. I have the house, it's a summonable rest point that's warded, but other than that, it takes up a whole fuckload of space, and it doesn't like being inside. So, I'm thinking that's what it is. It's going like, hey, that's a magically enchanted building, and I do not want to be in there. But that's just what I'm like.
If that's the question you want to ask, you have to roll. You have to state your question specifically and roll. As for the second question, which was how it vibrates, it's just a gentle vibrate. It's not anything crazy. It just, the intensity of the vibration increases as you get closer to the doors.
Alright, so, but it doesn't feel like inherently malevolent. It just like starts buzzing more and more.
Yeah, it would be like a pager in your pocket, essentially.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Also, let me go ahead and do this. Luke and Caleb, go ahead and roll me 2d6s, please, plus your weird.
Alright.
The while I'm thinking about it.
I might just leave this in the car and hope we can come back to it. I don't know what's gonna happen if this thing goes full nuts.
Okay. So, Caleb, with your sense, you can sense something else through your demon blood that's just slightly off about the doors. Still welcoming, but something's very interesting going on here. Luke, you would also notice something interesting. You have a relic on your person, which is tied to your family. It sort of pulses, oddly, as you also draw near. Go ahead and roll another 2d6, please, and use sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, you really? Okay, so as far as you can tell, it's some form of magic that is strongly concentrated there. That's what you can tell. You don't know what type of magic, you know it's strongly concentrated, and your own magic is kind of interacting to it a little oddly.
And my specific feat that I have is if I succeed on one of these checks, if I actually do succeed, I can actually specifically ask, what exactly is this magic do? Yeah.
You
But I have to succeed a roll and have properly done something to figure out what it might be. Like I can't
you will get
say give me no.
you are going to get very limited. I'll just tell you right now, a limited answer, even if you succeed.
Alright. It's just more of like, would it be dangerous to bring these things inside the building?
That's the question you're going to ask right now?
Yeah, effectively. Like that's
Okay.
the only thing I need to know.
Okay, go ahead and roll and do your sharp.
Oh, God, why did it eat the rest of my... Hold on. Go away.
Are we good on time, guys? Like nobody has to leave?
No, I'm good.
Okay, awesome.
The only thing I have left to do tonight is eat dinner and shower for work tomorrow. That's about it.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, so you ate. So you do succeed. So you know that though these items, if the others did tend to share their weird feelings with you,
right.
seem to be reacting, no, it will not hurt to bring them inside.
Okay. Like, that's the main thing. Like, they're buzzing, but what does the buzzing mean? Is it a bad buzzing or is it an okay buzzing?
Okay, so that's gonna be your question that I have to provide an answer to. Is that what you want?
Yes. Like,
Okay.
is this going to be dangerous in any way to bring these items in?
Well, that kind of was already answered with your first question, but no, you're not going to. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you or anything like that. It's just it seems that y'all's magic, or Caleb's case, his blood, Luke his item, John your relic. They just kind of are interacting with the magic that's behind the store.
Right.
It could mean something. It could mean nothing. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, that was basically just my fear of, like, will we have to leave these things outside if possible, or is it literally just like, is it just a metal detector?
It's sort of a metal detector. I'll give you that information.
That's fair.
So, as you walk towards the door, you still notice the doors are clearly locked with a big, thick chain with a very odd, old-looking lock. But funny enough, kind of looks like a key might fit.
A key. Is this supposed to be my key?
Could be.
Because it's
You.
vibrating, but then they've got some stuff that's vibrating too.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's odd. What do you want to do? Key could fit. An item could smash the lock. Someone could phase through the chain in the lock. Who knows? Or you could just try and force the doors open. It's up to you.
Well, I don't have to break to enter.
that's kind of the point of being able to phase through walls, mate.
But would you want to phase through these walls?
I mean,
Seems like that would be up to
technically,
him.
I do want to, considering the 4.
So if you want to go on ahead, I guess no one would, stop you. Like, hey, is it okay if we, like, try and unlock this thing, or is it locked for a reason?
You can
The
knock.
door's locked. I don't know if people
Hey.
respond to knocking on locked doors.
Do you want to try?
Because
Yeah, doesn't hurt.
you could try. I
There are windows that are boarded up. It's a condemned building. It's a condemned building.
I was just looking for any kind of entrance to see if all of the entrances were warded or if none of them were, and there's like literally just these locks on these doors are the only charmed bits of
Yep.
this place. The windows are completely mundane.
Mm-hmm.
Like this door, the main entrance. Like if we wanted to skip any kind of magical interference, we could just we could probably try and pry the boarding off and just go through the window.
I mean, you
Or
could.
or ask for some assistance from our friend who can literally just walk through walls. The lock on the front door is charmed.
Front doors from them on their own seem to be magical in nature. Yeah, there is a thick chain barring the doors with a weird lock. No one has investigated whether the chains or the lock are magical in any nature. As far as you know, they are not.
Well, the lens would have notified if they were not because it literally detects if things are magical or
Yeah, but at this point you would have to look again close up at them. Because from where you were before, you would have just looked at the doors and it would have all looked
That's
like
fair.
magic.
I mean, but at that point, I can just pull it out. Like that is like the one benefit of like it doesn't give me much, but it just like it's free. I can just hold it up like monocle. So it's like is it really is the are the whole doors or is it just the chain on the door?
The doors are what are indeed magical. The chain is just there.
Okay. So
Just to keep the doors closed.
There's nothing special about the chain. It's just the doors, and the windows are totally normal, and the walls are totally normal. It's only the doors. So
Yes.
apparently, whatever would happen that might be magical would only happen if we walked through the front door, and it wouldn't happen if we say had someone phase through a wall. So,
No. I'll just say no to that.
Okay, fair enough.
You still there. The reason I say no is because there's still a chance if I roll my die that what would happen would still trigger even if being faced through the wall.
Okay, because usually this sort of thing is like the door itself is actually the portal. If you wandered in through the windows or just like walked through a wall, you just enter in a destitute building. But if you walk through the door, you'd enter the special like actual casino.
Yeah. I get what you mean, but there is still the.
What you're saying is like there is still a small chance that even just a random person falling through a window could enter the special casino.
Yes. Are you okay?
Cool. He's got a migraine, he said.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure you were right.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is I don't want to give you a concrete answer because I roll die on my side, and I can't give you a concrete answer on that because I don't know what will happen.
Although DM has full control if they want to defy what their dice roll, they have the absolute right to. That's the point of the DM screen and all that.
Yeah. I tried to give y'all dice roll advantage, so I'm not railing.
Oh, that's fine. And to be fair, fudging die rolls does not make you a railroader or, a monster DM. It just means that if you feel like the narrative would be served better if the dice actually rendered this way, that's a perfectly valid reason. You don't have to be, like, oh, I need to cheat now kind of thing.
Oh, no. I would just be like, well, let me see.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I see what the dice did there, but what if this happened instead? You have every right to do that.
Yeah.
That is not cheating in any way. That is part of Rule 0.
Yeah.
Like,
But I still want y'all to control it.
No, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, because as I was going to say, like, say, like, for example, for a good example of a fudge roll would be like early on in the campaign, your players are like level 1 or 2, they're still fairly like baby PCs, and just an enemy scores a critical hit on them that would just completely floor them.
Oh yeah, I would probably smudge that a little bit.
I literally started with campaign, and the very first combat the two characters got into was with a trio of goblins, and the goblins were supposed to run away. Even one of them got reduced to half health, and they never managed it because they kept crit failing, and the goblins kept rolling really fucking well. And I was like, at this point, the goblins are just going to kill them. So I'm like, fuck it. The goblin trips, snaps its bowstring, hits itself on the face with a rock when it lands on the road, and they all just fucking scatter. At this point, it's like I forced this one goblin in particular to take a nat 1. Fuck you.
Yeah. My general rule of thumb when I'm running, like, say, anything like D&D, until level 5, I pull my punches and I'll fudge rolls.
Right. Level 5 is when you start getting good class stuff, though. So, like, that's when you're okay.
Yeah, that's when you're considered like an adult in terms
That's
of like
when
D&D
game
stuff.
time
Like
starts.
you have your party role fleshed out. You know what you want to do.
And of course,
And can
every
do it fairly
RPG has that threshold, like, when you reach this level in this RPG, this is the sort of
Shit
part
gets
where your
serious.
class becomes, yeah.
Okay, guys, go ahead and everybody roll me 2d6s, please.
Alright?
Yeah,
No.
Fake dice, motherfucker!
4. I got 7.
I got 9.
9, 7. Hey,
Okay,
I got
so Luke, you kind of just feel even more urge to get inside the building, but only slightly. You're just more curious than anything else. Warm glow, you remember? Kind of coming back to you a little bit, getting a little bit more eager to get in the building. Constantine, you feel an even stronger pull to find out what's going on inside this building.
I'm good. Alright, fine.
So what are you guys gonna do?
First, I'm going to see if the doorknob works. Like, sure, there's this big old chain over it, but is the doorknob, like, does that turn at all?
It turns freely. It's in the shape of the spade, a brass door handle.
So
Turns
we
easily.
Literally just, like, step over. We could just, like, open the door and step around the chain.
Yeah, if you feel like it.
Yeah, so, like, we don't even have to break in. We could just.
Shade in front of the door.
It's chained in front of the door, but, like, we can step around the chain.
Yep, you can step over it.
Door knob.
Yep.
We can still open the door.
You can step over the chain if you like.
Yeah, so, like, might as well, if we're going to be breaking and entering, might as well involve as little breaking as possible.
You would technically be trespassing at that point because you're not technically breaking anything.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, might as well trespass.
Yeah. Is that what you guys are gonna do?
I mean, it seems like the easiest way to get in here. That's what I was thinking too, but I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. Like, I thought that too at the first, because I'm like, oh yeah, big chain lock over the door. But like, then you think, wait, but usually those kinds of things are stretched in front of the door. The door itself still needs to be locked behind the chain.
Mhm.
The chain is just to like.
The chain has a purpose for being there, but you don't know what it is at this point.
Yeah, so if you could just open the door separate from the chain,
Yep.
which you can't in this case, you could just open the door and step around the chain. Because the chain is locked in place, but that's just where the chain is. The chain is in front of the door, not inside the door. No, I'm saying like that was a part of how I thought it isn't locked, and it's not. Hooray! Door's not locked. We don't have to break in.
To be fair, if you didn't look closely, you just assume, oh, it's completely locked tight. Because if you see a chain across the door, you automatically assume, oh, this place is just fucked.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly.
And then we got closer and looked. Oh no, this is either somebody being lazy or somebody being clever.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I think it's about you, buddy.
Yes.
Has it Yes, we can fine. We all enter the door. What happens?
Everybody roll to do something weird. Caleb got a Constantine. Hold on a second, guys. My screen froze. Can you guys still hear me, or did my internet crash?
Well, it's mended, but I hear you just fine.
Okay. So, as you walk into the building, let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay. As you enter the door, you feel this nice, warm, pleasant feeling come over all of you. It's just a nice, relaxing aura, or vibe, or experience. As you walk in, the light suddenly just is this warm, glowing light coming from this extravagant chandelier hanging from the third floor ceiling. It's decorated with cowboys and Indian motif, you know, stallions, mountain plains, cowboys and Indians. Very extravagant. It fills you with warmth. You're just happy. You're happy to be here. The casino is full of planes. You see a few people at some slot machines, and you hear the noise of people talking and playing cards. Though you don't really see very many customers, you do see the casino staff, all dressed of, clad Indians and cowboys. Everyone of all is very attractive. There's males and females. If you liked it, it was definitely present.
Asexual speech is real. Everyone makes got the advantage.
Oddly enough, no matter.
Like that's the thing. Like even if this also encompasses things and asexuals, and mismatches, like. But like it covers all bases, even the bases that literally can't be covered. Like that's just how the rules go.
As you enter.
Yes, I can see the casino floor.
Wait.
I assume this is just the first floor.
Yes, this is the first floor. As far as you can tell, it's the ground floor. The stairway up seems to be blocked with red ropes with little gold signs. From this distance, you can tell they're like VIP area. As you entered, and you just see everything here is very lush, very rich, very nice. I mean, sure, there's still like the cowboy and Indian theme, but it's just like very extravagant. So as you enter, a casino worker walks up to you. She is dressed as from what you can tell, a very cute cowgirl. Though her face, oddly enough, you can't quite make out. It's very odd, but though at the same time you feel like, I know this person, I like this person, I trust this person.
Oh,
She's
sweet.
a butterface.
Hmm?
She's a butterface. She's beautiful everywhere, but her face.
No,
Where butterface comes from.
if you looked
But
at
in
her,
this case, instead of her face is
Oh, hey.
ugly, her face isn't there at all.
no, she has a face, but if someone asked you what she looked like, it'd be very hard to describe. She just, to you, is appealing.
You were convinced that she has facial features, but you couldn't describe what they were.
You just know you like and trust this person.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, everyone in the party sees her slightly differently.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Because of course it is.
All you know is that she comes up to you, she's smiling, she's happy. That warm, good feeling, oh, it's still going on.
Yeah, Kazu's dealt with this shit before plenty of times. He knows what's up. He's not gonna be like, oh, I can just instantly resist the feel good vibes. But it's like, to be fair, him having the aggressive thing, honestly. So he was silent how to get to talk to him exactly.
Before she could even answer, her intercom is probably just slightly, just still works, but slightly. You hear a very accent, of which you can at this point tell is an older gentleman. Welcome to Salty Cells! First hands on screen, and you're welcome to play anytime. She's gonna smile. No, sounds great. He always offers free hand. But I'm afraid, Joe, that you do have to check your weapons. But, here at Salty Cells, it's fun. So, you also get a free Kino card that you can play.
It's flashbacks. I'm getting the White Glove Society flashbacks.
Really? Are you not gonna? Sorry, my screen is frozen. I am trying to actually give y'all items.
we should probably pause for a second and wait for him to get back because he said he's gonna go get some Tums.
Oh, he did? I didn't hear it, but I think my internet is having a problem.
Oh, okay, I was you were still muted. I wasn't sure. How much of that did?
Alright.
Okay, cool. Alright, fine. I guess I'll just hand over my data cat.
Well, you gotta play your free hand. And you gotta check.
They're gonna give us a chance.
And you have to check your items. We can't allow you to carry weapons.
Here's my gun.
As she takes your gun, she's gonna hand you a card.
Pocket it.
Don't forget to play your numbers.
Joe's gonna hold up the only weapon-like thing he has, the little knife he's got with a couple runes scribed on it. Does this count?
Yes, of course, sir. That counts.
Fine. Just don't scratch that.
She's gonna take your weapon and hand you a card.
Thanks, doll.
No problem, hot stuff. She winks at you.
Yeah, they're programmed to flirt back too. Test successful. This is creepy as fuck. Test successful. They're programmed to flirt back.
Sorry.
No,
What
they're
is...
sex robots.
Wow. Well, I don't know about that.
Sex robots.
Luke, what are you gonna do?
I got you Sailor Moon wrong.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6s for me. And charm.
To be fair, my hands are weapons, but I can't exactly lop those off and hand them over.
That's true.
Unlike the primary object that I have John using for his primary method of self-defense, quote unquote, is not the knife. It's not the knife.
No, charm.
Yeah. Charm is an interesting word to use, I suppose. I'd say trinket. Because, like, charm usually involves, like, some sort of jewel or some sort. Like a charm necklace.
Through your bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. That is a fail. She looks at you, her head kind of jerks toward a side tilt. We like people who tell the truth here at Salty Sal's. You don't want to cause any problems, do you, sir?
I wouldn't advise it, mate. This don't seem like the kind of house that wants you to win.
I mean, it's a casino.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
He's trying to emphasize the point. Especially not here. Like, this isn't your typical CD casino. This is an enchanted CD casino. That means it's like at least 80% worse.
It's not normal. It's enchanted.
Goddamn fairies. That's not a bad get out of jail free card there, mate. Yeah, like it's like this, but a weapon.
Okay, guys, everybody roll me 2d6s.
Oh, fuck, I'm here trying to get his boom prison power bullshit.
Go ahead and do... No. No, I don't think so. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, so... Luke... She kind of looks at your item, kind of pauses, almost like she's listening to somebody else talk, tilts her head back to normal. Sir, I guess you can keep that item on you. As far as Caleb, he wouldn't notice anything at this point. John, you would kind of notice, if you really looked, that your pockets might feel a little light. Also, guys, out of character, did everyone get a card?
got a card.
Okay, you need to go ahead and play your card. Yep.
And how many numbers do we get to pick?
Okay, so
we pick
it tells you.
Okay, so we pick at the top. How many numbers we want to pick?
Okay. Yes, so you can play 1 number or to 6 numbers. Once you've decided that, then you're going to go to slot 2 and you're going to pick the specific numbers. After you've picked your specific numbers, you're going to go to 3 and you're going to tell me your bet.
Okay.
You got a free hand, which is not for this.
Okay. Well,
This is essentially your ticket for your items. Essentially, those of you who have a relinquished an item, this would be like a coat check ticket, but it just happens to also be a gambling token.
that'll be my pick right there.
Yes, everyone has one. Everyone has one. Since it's your first time here, guys, Sal says that you have $1,000 on the house. Enjoy your stay. And don't forget to play. And she would walk off. Now, around you do notice that, including the card in your hand, there are other things to do in this casino. There appears to be a working roulette wheel with another scantily clad figure there in an Indian costume. He smiles. He spins the wheel. On the other side, you see some blackjack tables, again with, different characters. Either cowboys, cowgirls, Indians, squaws, manning the different tables. Around...
My card, do I post it to you or...
No, you can just, you don't have to post it to me. I'll just read the numbers when the time comes, and then you'll tell me if you won or not.
Okay.
Okay, so, or you can do what Caleb did, but if he wants to post them down there. So what was the bet for that, Caleb? You had 10. So you're playing...
I picked 27 and the bet was 10.
Okay, so you're gonna play one number. The number is 27 for $10. Okay. You all three have a pool of $1,000 together. There's clearly lots to do here. Up at the front at the end of the red carpet, you see a long reception desk that is imitating a card table. On either side is the stairs roped off for the VIP area. Above the reception desk is a big board that says Keno, which will, you assume, display numbers as they're called. Sort of around the casino, up to where the first and second floor would meet, is an odd track. Seems to have brass horses of different colors running on a track. Over in the corner, where you see tables bunched together, near a stage, the stage right now has curtains closed, a big tall sign in front displaying the times of the shows. On the other side, in the corner, behind the slot machines, which all seem to be working and taking up, you can hear people talking. You can see the arms move and the numbers spin and the lights go off, but doesn't really seem to be any people there. Behind them is doors to the bathroom and the kitchen area. You can kind of smell something in the air. Really good.
Like, out of character, this actually isn't something that John Constantine would ever say, but, like, I'm getting some Spirited Away vibes here. Like, there are all these people sitting and eating at these tables, but, like, there's no one actually fucking here at all.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like, yeah, this is, yeah, no, this place is haunted as fuck.
Could be.
It's haunted.
Could be, says the DM. Oh, that's great.
That's all I'll give you. What are you guys gonna do? The feeling in the air is nice.
I think at this point it's best if we just try and get to talk to Salty Sal. I don't know what he's
Yeah.
salty about. But I don't know what he's salty
try
about.
Where are you gonna go to try and? Where are you gonna try to go to talk to the man in charge?
Well, considering he's the man in charge, probably start by approaching the VIP area. That seems like, because, you know, he's the big important guy, he's probably going to be in the VIP area.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? Just walk up to the VIP area? Walk up to the stairs?
Walk up to the barrier for it.
Okay. As you walk up to the barrier for it, you get an odd, chilly feeling. And not good.
Wants us away.
Yeah. You could try and reach out and touch the rope, but something inside you instinctually says, do not touch.
Yep, I get what that means. Do not touch. You don't fuck with magic. Magic doesn't fuck with you. That's how it works.
But also, as you're there, a very nice receptionist at the reception desk kind of walks over a little. Don't forget to play your free round, guys. Free round of blackjack, right, to start off? You know you want to play.
Round, give me a chance to talk to Salty Sal.
I don't know. Sal's rather busy, but you never know.
How do we make him not busy?
Oh, silly, this place isn't about business. It's about enjoying yourself.
I will say, we were told to come here to talk to Sal by, I'm guessing, a mutual acquaintance. Does the name Ed ring any bells?
No.
Probably not. I don't think many bells are ringing in that head at all, mate.
Guys, you're so silly. Why don't you go play your hand of blackjack?
I think we want to play a hand of blackjack now, guys. What do you think?
Hold on. I'm fine with that, absolutely. But could you do us a favor and tell Salty Sal that Ed has sent some people to talk with him?
Oh, he already knows you're here.
But does he know Ed sent us? That might make him think, oh, this might be important.
Oh, he knows who sent you.
Now, how does he know that?
Sal knows everything.
Of course he does. Of course he does. This is a trap. This is more of a trap than you could possibly imagine.
I know a thing or two.
Let's play the last hand of our lives then, mates.
Play it, run up.
Are you guys ready to play?
Yeah, we're ready to play.
Okay, guys. So let me go ahead.
Cards.
It's gonna happen. Give me a second to bring it up.
Alright, no worries.
Sorry.
Do you have a random card?
I do.
Yeah.
I have this guy, guys. I have things planned. Okay, so I need you all to.
I'm just saying, like, random cards got a great one, actually.
So go